we all ready for Paul? Yeah? Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon everyone. I am Paul. I am going to present one interesting reaction that is involved in organic chemistry, that is substitution reaction, the reaction of alkyl halide. This time I will be present mainly focus on alkyl halide, but there are lots of substituents that we can use for this type of that can show this type of substitution reaction. So before going to that the content, I want to know that whether you guys are familiar with this term substitution. Is there anyone who don't know the meaning of substitution? Substitution means replacement. Something will be replaced by some another quantity.
No, context.
Context I will discuss later. So
I didn't know the context.
I want to introduce the term first. Okay. So before going to the actual content, and to give one quick overview of this reaction. There are two types of reaction in organic chemistry. One is substitution and second one is elimination. In the case of substitution, you can see Y minus that is written there, that is substituted the X minus, that is leaving group, and that is called nucleophile. So that is called substitution. And second one is elimination, where Y minus is attack here and abstract the proton, and also along with HX it will give a double bond and HY as a side product. This is my pictorial representation. Who could not understand properly the terms substitution, that is replacement. Here is one cat is replacing one dog that is sitting there and sleeping, like one Sophocles class party generally do. This is alkyl halides in nature. Before going to the actual term, I mean the basic organic reaction, I want to introduce something interesting that is happening in our nature. So this is red algae. It can synthesize that type of compound that is written there. So generally this compound that is written there synthesized by red algae, it has some very bad odor. I mean the smell of this is very bad. That's why while to avoid the predator, those want to take that type of algae as a food, they produce that type of alkyl halide in their body. But here is one clever predator. See here, they know that that type of algae can produce that type of the upper one type of complex, so they take it as their food. After that, they convert it into a different type of analogous compound. You can see there is not very much difference between the two structures, the upper one and lower one. So they form this type of compound from that algae that is taken as their food and convert it, and also from that type of bad odor to get rid of their predator. I mean the sea hair predator. So this is the sea hair. This is the actual reaction, substitution reaction with alkyl halide. In this case, you can see the OH minus, the hydroxide, and also one alkyl bromide. So the methyl bromide is forming methanol. In this reaction, in the rate determining step, that is the slowest step in this reaction, that is it is necessary one step process. So there is one step that is the slowest step. So in this rate determining step, you can see the rate is dependent on the bromomethane as well as the hydroxide. So if you increase the concentration of the bromomethane, the reaction rate will be twice. If you twice both the bromomethane and hydroxide in the medium twice, then the rate will be 4 times than that of previous. So that's why in the rate determining step, two terms appear here. This is the mechanism of SN2 reaction. So hydroxide is attacking at the carbon center, that is delta plus in nature, because it is attached with some electronegative group, that is bromine. So after that, in following a 5-member transition state, it is giving us the methanol. So to draw your attention, I have put one beautiful lady's picture holding one umbrella in her hand. So this is a clear analogy how it is happening. So like in front of strong, if suppose we are holding one umbrella without strong, that time it will be like as it's supposed to be, but when in front of strong it will be like totally upside down, that type of things. So that thing is going to happening in this reaction as well. You can see the inversion of configuration. This is the energy profile diagram of SN2 reaction. So you can clearly see the lower energy, that is the reactant, and the product has with compared to the product, the reactant should be lower in higher in energy, and product will be lower in energy. That's why it is stable, and the transition state will be in between that. To get reach to the transition state, you need to provide some activation energy. In our environment, there are hydrogen and oxygen in our air, but it comes from water. Because of this, activation energy is too high. This is SN1 reaction. In this case, you can see there are lots of, instead of hydrogen, there that is substituted by 3-methyl group. That's why it is forming some different, following some different mechanism, and form one carbocation. In this case, you can see in the rate determining step only one species is present. So this is the mechanism of SN1 reaction. You can see that it is forming one carbocation, and this is the energy profile diagram, quite similar to SN2. That's why I am not discussing that much. So it is like this type of plane. This is the carbocation. The water can attack from this side and as well as this side. So it will give, suppose, inversion of configuration. From this side, when it is attacking, it will be the retention of configuration. You can clearly understand it. So just a quick summary in form of comparison of these two mechanisms. SN1 is two step, SN2 while it is one step. SN1 is unimolecular, that I have already talked earlier, and in terms of SN2 it is bimolecular. Products have only the resistance and inversion that is present, and in case of SN1 reaction, but in case of SN2 it will be the inverted configuration, that is like umbrella effect, what I have mentioned already. The reactivity I didn't mention that much, but reactivity will be for SN1 reaction 3 degree will be greater than the secondary than that of primary. In the case of SN2, this will be totally inverted. Thank you everyone for your kind attention. So this is my questions for you. I hope here are lots of chemistry guys and as well as science major, so everybody should answer. Is there anyone who can answer this? I hope everyone should know that. I need to interpret the question. So, is the only halide that gives a substitution reaction, or something else can give the? Because in this lecture I have presented only, I have focused only on alkyl halide, but is it the only alkyl halide that can give us substitution reaction? Not alcohol. Alcohol can't give, because alcohol OH is much more, I mean the OH is not that much good leaving group, so you need to protonate it. After that it will from OH2 plus, that can give us. There are lots of this type of leaving groups are there, like triplet, that can give us. And the second one, which type of group increases the stability of carbocation? So here is the structure of carbocation with positive charge. So which type of group, like electron withdrawing or electron donating, can give the stability of this carbocation in the terms of electron donating ability and electron withdrawing ability? I must say. Nobody?
Lots. The guy.
This is positive charge. So which type of group will provide? Suppose you don't have money, so you will prefer one people who doesn't have that much money, or who will give you money. So this is
Okay. Yeah, good metaphor. I like it.
So which type of people you like? Who can give you money, right? So like carbon doesn't have that much charge. So which type of group will provide it the electron, like electron donating group?
Yeah, quite social is the way it is.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.